We've got a standalone Sunday night football game, which is going to be a bailout game for a lot of you guys. Titans head coach Robert Saleh told reporters that his starters are going to be playing. Sam Darnold and the Seattle Seahawks dealing with an injury to one of their wide receivers, a serious injury already, and that's not even close to the biggest storyline in this game. My name is David Delano with Picks and Parlays.net, powered by Wager Talk. We're going to go ahead and talk about it. The quarterbacks, the coaches, the injuries, all of those things. And I'm going to give you my final play at the end. You look at the odds here, the defending Super Bowl champion Seattle Seahawks are a very sizable underdog in this spot. What the hell is going on? Tennessee Titans minus 218 money line favorite, over under total set at 37.5. What is going on there? Well, this is going to be the only nationally televised game of Tennessee's preseason slate here. And Seattle is going to be a part of a franchise record 6 primetime games this season. So when it comes to playing in the spotlight, playing against Tennessee in the spotlight for Seattle, not really a big deal here in the preseason, but the Titans being able to host a game against Seattle, that's a motivational edge for the Titans there. Now, so as we look at the quarterback matchups, Cam Ward for the Tennessee Titans had a very rough week 1, 5 for 12 for 57 yards against the San Francisco 49ers. Plus an intentional grounding penalty. It was not the debut that Titans fans wanted to see from their guy, but they still ended up winning that game against San Francisco by 6 points. But here's the thing. Looking at the joint practices, Ward bounced back very strong in Friday's practice against Seattle. A lot of sources are really saying it was his best showing of the preseason, and it just wasn't the Tennessee Titans media saying it. Head coach Mike Macdonald, when he was asked about Cam Ward directly, he said he's in command of the offense, and he also called him a pain in the neck, giving him high praise. Now, on the other side, Sam Darnold running the show for Seattle. He actually looked sharp in practice too, connecting to Jackson Smith, Nick Jigba multiple times. But we're talking about practice, man. How is that going to translate over to this prime time game? But based off of what we've seen and the fact that Cam Ward more likely to play longer in this preseason game, think you give the motivational edge to the Titans. Think you give the quarterback edge based off of the situation to the Titans. And you look at the coaching matchup, Robert Saleh 11-2. in preseason games, dominant record. Mike Macdonald coming off of the Super Bowl victory, same motivation, not going to be there. With Macdonald just winning a Super Bowl, it's hard to say coaching advantage overall goes to the Titans, but when you look at the scenario preseason, 11-2 in the preseason, you got to give Saleh the edge there. Now, one thing that does concern me, about this game, if you like the Titans, been hearing a lot about how bad Seattle's been in practice. Tennessee's been dominating them in the joint practices. They've been dealing with the heat that has seemed to have been affecting the Seattle players more than it's affected the Tennessee players, and also how much does Seattle want to be there. But you also have to wonder, is it going to give motivation to Seattle? The fact that this has been a pretty tough week of practice by most reports for them. Now, the thing is with that, in a lot of cases, if we're talking about a team like the Arizona Cardinals, the Cleveland Browns, the Green Bay Packers, the Pittsburgh Steelers, I might say having a bad week of practice, we might see them, we're having a bad first preseason game, bad week of practice, might be good motivation for a bounce back. But this is a Seattle Seahawks team that really has nothing to prove here. And Seattle dealing with an injury to wide receiver Jake Bobo, went down on Friday. Macdonald thinks it's going to be a serious, possibly a long-term injury. And that's got to kind of – right now Seattle just really wants to get through this thing healthy. I don't really like to lay points in the preseason with favorites, especially when we have the favorite being, not the better team. The better team is the underdog. But given the fact this is a primetime game, given the fact that it's in Tennessee, given the fact that Tennessee, they have a lot of reasons to be more motivated, and they have maybe the best preseason coach around right now in Robert Saleh. Cam Ward should be motivated for a bounce back on national TV. And they're going to make me break a rule here. Tennessee Titans -4.5. We haven't really seen, especially this week, just a whole bunch of tight playoff games coming down to 2 or 3 points. There have been some, but overall, the team that's been winning the games have been covering numbers like this. So we're going to go with the Tennessee Titans -4.5. That is going to be my pick for this Sunday night bailout game. Right now, Saleh's confirmed that the Titans starters are going to go for Seattle. A little bit more of a guessing game for me, so I'm going to just go ahead and rock with the Titans -4.5. Make sure, though, to always wager responsibly on these games. You guys can also wager on picksandparlays.net, powered by Wager Talk. You guys can also follow me on X and Instagram at Get Sports Strong. I appreciate you guys being here, letting you guys know college football week 0 best bet already up on the website. Promo code PMP25 gets you 25% off of anything on the site. Major League Baseball, we're getting to September coming up. September, October, it's going to get fun. We're going to keep staying locked in and dialed in with Major League Baseball, even with football starting, college and pro. But a few different appearances and some good stuff going on. So, guys, go ahead and follow me on social media. I would appreciate it. Appreciate all the comments as well. Make sure to always wager responsibly, though. Keep in mind, this is a preseason game. I mean, we saw what happened with the Texans and the Raiders. Just complete domination from Houston in the first half. Raiders, win the game in the final seconds. We've seen several games go like that. 4.5 is a big line. It is. Not really loving laying those type of points in the preseason, but I'm going to back the Tennessee Titans in this one, -4.5. Let me know what you guys like, what you guys think about it, how you guys are feeling, and I will see you guys on the next one.